every play. You're trying to get him off the floor.
Instead, it's a three for Holcomb. It's short. There's Potter. Gets the board. Pass, though, deflected and taken away. Arington to Maldonado goes all the way. Arington works to Maldonado for three. Gotta have it, and Maldonado does. And to think Utah Valley started the season 5-6. They had 5 losses outside the top 100. Yet it's all come together now. 19-1 since December 18th. They're 9-0 in close games since then. As this three goes down for Maldonado. It's up for grabs. It starts right now with Seattle winning the tap. Even though the Redhawks are the number 5 seed, they are favored tonight. And right away, they bring it to Moncrief, who finishes on the interior of 15.
I just thought it looked like a runaway locomotive.
That too. Well, it was good defense to get in front. This is the sort of game flow scoreline that benefits Seattle. Much more grinded out team. Moncrief to the basket and one.
I mean, this is a score that is custom fit for Seattle U.
Absolutely. One of the slower tempo teams in the conference. Williamson inside. He's the second. Been a big situation. Ties the game.
Just love the poise that he plays with. And the key word, freshman.
Arington spins, drops it off. Beautiful find is Williamson. Redhawks just took a timeout going into the last break. They lobbed to Williamson out of it, and he finishes at the rim.
He's just strong, poised. I always talk about that low center of gravity, which gives you the ability to go up over your defender. And a nice touch, angled glass.
Hubbard playing with 4 fouls. Leonardo Bediol on the bench with 4 for ACU. Williamson using the strength, gets the roll off the rim. Houston is healthy. Didn't make his debut until December 23rd. Redhawks have been much improved on the defensive end since.
6'8", fifth-year senior, knows the system, knows how to play.
There he is in the paint. Williamson puts it up, puts it in. Large
number. He's working hard for his money inside. I mean, he is defending, trying to patrol the paint, and doing a good job of it.
Moncrief all the way. Oh, Moncrief with a stop.
Beyond Riley played with 4 fouls for most of that California Baptist game. So you don't want to see him get in foul trouble for Utah Tech.
There's Maldonado with the 3 looks here. The last 3 or 4 minutes, oh my goodness. A lot of contact there, no foul. He's quadruple teamed. Maldonado got it.
Into halftime, but 2 quick threes by Utah Tech made this a 2-possession game.
Both teams have 10 made shots. 10 for 20 for Utah Tech, 10-22 for Seattle. Under 3 to play. Trailblazer now back off into his zone. Dawson tries to bust it. He does with a 3 minutes left.
I'm still convinced if the team that's going to put 3 stops together is going to win this game. Nobody's been able to do it yet.
Williamson, count it, fouled on.
Offensively, they haven't gotten out to that start, but they're doing enough defensively to subsidize that as they try to get their offense going.
Arington tried to crowbar in. He got it back in a kick-out 3.
Breaker, you play good defense, but it all goes to none when you allow the offensive rebound in 3.
Sykes turns it over, 3-on-1. Moncrief gets it back and lays it in. Abelar knifing through. Can't get enough English off the window. Felder rips it away, but saves it to Moncrief. Arington, the bullet pass, and on the baseline, Maldonado.
Hockey rules. We had the hockey sub change there with full lines, so wanted to go with the power play as well.
Southern Utah got lost in And Seattle U has been a good 3-point shooting team this year. 33%. They make 7 per game. They are 1 for 9 right now. Make it 2 for 10.
on the line for these final 3 regular season games.
Yeah, and a warm-up for what could be a Vegas matchup as well.
Yep. Here's Arington, threads the needle to Kobe Williamson. Quick pump fake to get Brennan in the air and finishes. Goes near side on the wing. Brennan on the roll. Little too much out of his reach there. Arington coming the other way. Arington back out. Will Heimbrodt straight on three-point shot. Bang! Got the 3. Will Heimbrodt. Williams stepped on the line.
Yeah, and Mekhi Williams filling part of that scoring void without Tyon Grant Foster and showing how talented he is.
Arington in the corner off the screen from Moncrief. Out Maldonado 3. Good. Rattles it in.
The athlete is Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and if they're going to stay with that matchup, look for Chris Victor to keep exploiting it.
Christopoulos gets on the fumbled handoff to Riley. Good job by CBU to get back in the picture. Looks wide open. Paris Dawson. Corner ball good. Riley 2 for 2 at the line here. 22-15 now. 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Thread the needle to Williamson. Good pump fake twice. He got Coleman.
Johnson 2 fouls, so something that Garton John Christopoulos, who knows how to draw fouls.
JC right on cue. Oh, so silky smooth.
So once again, thanks to Eric Danner. We really just set that up so everybody would remember.
A bunch of guys coming off the bench cold.
Three-pointer, there it is.
There's the one.
First one of the second half. They missed their first 10. They finally wet one and make it.
It's a Shaquille O'Neal move that's just charge, dunk. I mean, they're backing them down.
Both teams shooting about 50% from the floor so far. ACU 3 of 6 from 3 as their three-point shooting has improved here in the last couple of weeks. Arington picks the dribble up. And a nice running lay-in.
Mavericks quickly the other way in the hands of Burford. He had it taken away. Arington in the cookie jar. Leads the break. Throws it to Moncrief, who lays it up.
Perfect.
Now with 7 back-to-back buckets for him.
As we see right here, Maleek Arington going right at Robinson. Drawing 2. Really good basketball. The help as big, but, you know, he's got good size and he's a good athlete and has made it tough for him to get catches in the operational areas. We see Braden Maldonado with the sideline, and they're both efficient, you know, in WAC play. Lance Ware leads the WAC in field goal percentage, and Matthew Alexander Moncrief is second, as we see an extended defense here from UTA, and they can fall back into either man or zone as Seattle U gets the ball middle there.
Maldonado set it up in front of his own bench here. Entry pass Moncrief. Turns, faces. Couple jab steps, goes baseline. Double team comes from Burford, skips Stevens. Down to 5. Arington right back to Stevens. 3 ball, good!
Brennan. So quick one on Brennan and a quick foul on Williamson. Something to watch. Those two big guys are going to battle all night long.
Williamson leaves for Christopoulos. Look to drive baseline. Williamson. Arington trying to move on more. Push back out. Dawson heaves up the three. Good. Well, Kimu to Phoenix. GCU, the Lopes taking on the Redhawks in a Western Athletic Conference matchup. Back to Williamson, the three-pointer. Good.
Well, we Lopes lead by one.
7-0 run. No call. Turnover. Arington up high. Dan, no doubt about it.
Side of Phoenix.
Lopes 11-1 here in the friendly confines of Global Credit Union Arena. Seattle always plays GCU tough. Arington threads the needle to Williamson. He gets the bounce.
Well, Williams, this is where the Lopes got to lock in defensively and cut off the interior. And they got Ma back out there, their interior specialist, Matthew Alexander Moncrief.
Christopoulos been active beyond the arc. Arington up high. Dan drives it home again.
Scratched his back with the basketball before finishing that one. He's having a heck of a game. Look, the kid's got 14 points.
Williamson leaves for Arington. Arington got a little shoulder shiver from his teammate. Corner. Stevens. No. Bounce pass. Arington. He'll back up.
What a closeout by Grant Foster.
Three. Oh, the bank's open.
He could have knocked up a three there, but he hasn't made but the one in transition. So he finds his buddy along that baseline right underneath the hoop for the high percentage shot. Lopes are on a roll.
Oh, and that's quieted by Moncrief.
To stop you at the rim.
Christopoulos quick. Good.
Love that exit.
To Ward. Ward taking it up. That's up over the top. Stevens. Redhawks bring it back. Arrington leaves from Moncrief.
Has been that unsung hero, all the D he's done in some of these offensive plays down the stretch.
Oh, sweet feed to Williamson.
Here's his final 103 to go ice down those knees. He did a great job off of that GCU bench. He had 27 points off the bench on Saturday. Grant Foster almost had that by himself here tonight.
Got the bounce and in the three.
Here in the Emerald City, coincidentally, Utah Valley in their kind of Emerald Kelly green jerseys as the tip is won by Seattle U. First possession with them, trying to bounce back from a loss. Took at UT Arlington 56-65. But home cooking has always been the recipe for success for the Redhawks and Kobe Williamson. Arington, quick crossover, explodes to the cup, a lot of contact again, this time no call. But Arington doesn't give up on the play, steals it from behind. Heimbrodt, Euro step, and one. Utah Valley still with the 2-point lead. Arington trying to change that, gets another steal. Bounce pass behind the back to Christopoulos. Sports Center top 10 right there.
33% on the season, but that's his first made three in WAC play in 7 games, and that's not a good sign if you're Seattle U.
He has 11 points. Kobe Williamson trying to answer. He does with a nice touch. Two of the top shot blockers in the Western Athletic Conference going at it right there.
And Kobe Williamson fortunate because he leaked out after that contest, and the ball went right back to where he would have been. And
Christopoulos, bang! That's a big one right there.
Here's Deontay Smith outside to Jackson Ellingsworth. His first shot is no good. Ware can't bring down the offensive board.
Really doing a good job, though, getting back in transition. Now, this is where you got to watch Moncrief. He loves to go downhill and attack.
Instead, cross-court pass to Dawson. Now over the other side for Stevens. Cold. Won a state championship at Auburn High School. Started his career at Idaho State, but the Seattle staff, including Chris Victor, were all over him in high school. Great. Word is going to spread after this performance here against Seattle U. But now the final 11 minutes and 50 seconds. UTA needing to close things out as Seattle can certainly find a spark.
Yes, they can. We saw them do it earlier with a 13-3 run in the first half to cut this to single digits.
Here's Paris Dawson lifting and maybe
in Seattle. Redhawks with a 2-point lead looking to tack on. Arington again, finding that offense, had 3 Thunderbirds in the air. Kobe Williamson flies in.
A double rim, he'd be able to score. He just goes at his own pace. He's really physical, and little unorthodox, but really good player for Southern Utah.
And there it is for the.
You're not going to be able to do it every night necessarily against maybe if you have a bigger wing on you, but him driving to the basket, usually, good things happen.
Jackson responds with the bucket of his own. 22-point separation here. Dan, wide open paint. Oh, man. And just like that, a one-point game here, 27-26, just under 2 remaining.
And in their press and see if they fall back into the zone again. And Seattle U's had a hard time as we see the 2-3 look again here from Utah Tech.
Moncrief, skip over Dawson, steps into another 3. Backdoor, Riley had it poked by Heimbrodt, recovers. 4 on the shot clock, taken away by the Redhawks. Ahead to Heimbrodt. Heimbrodt, Hutchings on his back, and a thunderous one-hand. Winokur back in the game for Hill as we get back underway here. 12 on the shot clock here for the Redhawks. Give it up, Moncrief flying to 6. Taken away, Will Heimbrodt getting the passing lane.
Better job protecting the paint by the Redhawks leads to the turnover by ACU.
Inside, Moncrief goes up and somehow gets that to fall.
ACU extending their pressure, already turning Seattle U over 4 times this half after having just 5 turnovers in the first half, and that's really been the difference for the 8-2 start for the Wildcats, has been the turnovers they forced and making Seattle U uncomfortable.
Dawson gets the finish.
Offensive player on the bench for this defensive possession with 4 fouls, knowing that if they get the ball back, he's got 2 timeouts and he can get them back in the game.
1-point game now, 62-61, ACU back out in front. Been a great game here in Seattle. Arington now with the ball. Hill comes out on him. Now Kobe Williamson. He'll attack. Hill came in late. Kobe. The Aussie flexes up.
Daniels drives inside. Rebound Goma. Arington across the timeline for Seattle U. Up to Christopoulos. Arington. Alley-oop to Goma, and he's going to finish on the other end to tie it at 20. Coleman. Double team. Passes out of it and taken away by Arington.
Only the 3rd turnover on the Lancers.
And in transition, a Moncrief goes inside, finds Stevenson for 3. No good. Rebound by Dawson.
Yeah, 1 for 7 from beyond the arc today so far from California Baptist.
Arrington, the drive in the dish to Goma. And that one is good. Good job.
On a drought over 5 minutes.
Williamson up top. Arrington. Arrington still with it. Has it knocked loose. And there's Moncrief to clean up the
West. And he has been fantastic tonight.
18 to lead the way for Seattle U. Goma left all alone. A wide open.
Gotta make free throws. Talk about that every game.
46-44. Williamson down low. Great.
Maleek Arington hands it off to Paris Dawson. In the starting lineup has been dynamic off the bench. Can do both for head coach Chris Victor. Shot clock at 12. Matthew Alexander Moncrief just sneaks it over to the lip of the rim. First point.
They give themselves a chance despite their field goal percentage not being super high.
Float up. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be alley-oop to Collins or not, but it hit off the backboard. Now Christopoulos in transition. He'll take those and he'll make them. It's opened up the second half.
Nichols switching everything on the baseline out of bounds there.
Kobe Williamson 0 for 1 on the new season, now 1 for 2.
Corners and off the sideline as best you can. Keep it in the middle third and play through Kobe Williamson even.
Maldonado had it poked from behind from English, recovered just based on speed.
And zone here for Nichols as they're calling it out from the bench. You'll see kind of looks like a 3-2.
Leads to a Maldonado, wide open three.
Both in the G League this year. Cameron Tyson playing for the team in Portland, the Rip City Remix, the Blazers affiliate. Christopoulos makes the three and the foul. Harris went to Portland last year. The Portland Pilots made the all West Coast Conference freshman team and now comes into Washington off to a pretty good start to his first year with the Dogs. Christopoulos is pure.
Moving up another three-point shot from Pickett. Comes up the rim to Arington. He's looking to run. Liz lightly chops it into the front court. Corner, Christopoulos pump fake. Steps into a mid-range. Good. John Christopoulos
is the guy that's lifting on the backside of that screen. So if you're going to help how teams normally help in pick and roll, you have to tag off of Scoble, which is hard to do because he shoots 47% from three and he's got great size.
Maleek, go for our score here. Harris now with 6 points, 2 of 4 shooting, and obviously 2 of 2 at the line.
Press look again as they look to try to get matched up and switching stuff. Lots of pointing, a little confusion right now for UIC coming out of that press.
Switch under. Arington. Inside, Maldonado with another in favor of Henderson.
And he won't be like that every game, but if he can give Robbie Sean a trusted playmaker that's able to create for others, then, you know, I think their identity is a little more established heading into conference plays. Brady Maldonado.
Hustle early on in this ball game. Fortune, he's been the one guy so far, no good on that. Arington, double team waiting, backs off now. Scoop pass, Ponja just somehow gets there, and Ponja.
Here with Winkler, right? They want to make him play in a crowd.
Double team on him, taken away by Arington, who reaches a hand out on the floor and grabs it.
Great hustle there by Maleek Arington. You're up 23, and he's diving on the floor for a loose ball.
Stevens steps into another one. Here's Zaboka. Stopped at the elbow, kicks it out. Shot here, rattles off from Bumgarner. Maldonado gives it to a leaking Arington. Great. Stevens, corner, one dribble, three, good! Deshaun Stevens.
Not reaching there, he's just shutting his water off.
On the curl, getting a good look with Zachary Bates, just hung up on the rim. Stevens, another one. My goodness. Dan has a double team come on him. Worked around Paris Dawson, no good. A little too strong. Dan, then Goma for the offensive rebound. Arington downhill, kicks it, corner three, Dawson. Second chance. Could have knocked down. Ryder McKay out of West Seattle High School.
You got to shoot it, otherwise you're taking a shot clock violation. We're going to make this as exciting as possible these last 30 seconds. Put your eyes on the hoop, Eric.
There it is, he launches it. Oh!
Just settling a little bit. Ball movement was great on that possession, though. Let's see if the Miners get out and pressure and get out and deny and dictate and disrupt with their defense early.
The Miners lead the nation in forced turnovers and steals. They're second in the country in turnover margin, as that's an early three from Braden Maldonado.
Screen is where Hamilton usually has problems, and that's how they got downhill off of him.
Arington the miss, able to collect his own rebound. Now gets it to Rakovic for three, and he buries it.
Yeah, that's
the ball to start things out here in the second half, as it is underway from the Dog. This is Arington. Arington to Moncrief, all alone with the two-handed jam. And there the offensive rebound to Terrell. Had a look. Instead, it'll be Kemper who takes the three. He's off the mark. And the rebound controlled by Arington and the Redhawks. To Moncrief. Moncrief, ball on the floor. The scooping in, wanted the three-point play.
Actually jumped in the air, didn't know where the rim was, and spun and found it. What a nice play.
Bynum, typically known for his range from beyond the arc, is speaking from beyond the arc. That is Deshaun Stevens. Yeah. 60% from the field coming into this game for Kalu.
Miners put a little full court pressure on.
You have Baylor Hebb checking in, as well as Derek Hamilton for the Miners. Heb seeing his first action in this game. That's a three-point shot, and that was deep from the parking lot. Ron Don, 6'10" is where he stands.
He's done a good job on Hamilton the second half.
Dawson puts up the three. Bingo again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got a nice look.
And look at the slam there by Isaiah Johnson.
And you can see Terry Miller's skill level there as a guy that, you know, almost got the Zach Randolph, Glenn, Big Baby Davis build, and shot fake from the perimeter, driving and passing it to Isaiah Johnson. Okay, Dan. Rebound. It counts as a team offensive rebound in the box score, but little things like that is how he impacts the game.
There's Dawson, takes it back out to the perimeter. Johnson on him, switches to Henderson. Now Arington, corner, Dawson, three, bang! On, whips it, Farrell in the corner, he drives baseline. He meets Goma in the air, and Goma wins that battle.
And that's what might not need to do on Alexander Moncrief. There's a wall up right there by Maleek Goma, and make the offensive players show that they can finish a contested two.
Officials warning the Viking bench, especially the coaching staff here. Pull-up shot, Christopoulos is good. Arington coming up near side. Christopoulos, catch and shoot three, rattles it home.
And he needs to stay stationary here. Keep it out of the corners.
They're going long, the fade route, and Maleek Arington catches it, gives it to Christopoulos, pulls up, elbow jumper, good. I think Coach Victor will take that any day. One and done at the line, rattled out there for Curtis. Arington being harassed, gives it up to Christopoulos, who run across the timeline, meets a trap himself. Arington gives it up, Maldonado, corner three, good! Back out on the court, finish off this last 46. Bonja running the baseline here, trying to inbound it. Floats it up to Arington, throws to Christopoulos, who's in the corner, wide open three. The dagger is good.
On the road and lost in the dying seconds to Kentucky and Kansas on neutral floors. Proctor's pass intercepted. A takeaway for the lead guard, Maleek Arington. Moncrief into the patio flag, and he's... Deshaun Stevens will hoist one from deep. And a team that outlasted West Virginia in overtime yesterday. Another great ACC win today was Pitt on a Zach Austin three at the buzzer, 91-90 at Ohio State. Deep in the shot clock again, the final minute of the half. Arington bounces, Gomar will finish. Maleek Arington charge 95% of the time, you're going to get called for a block. What do you notice about the way players have driven the ball in the last year plus?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Deep three, Proctor. Offensive rebound, and the stick back not there. That's Darren Harris, the freshman, getting his first run tonight. Dawson again. He has been fired away, and he's shooting. Hubbard, no. Left it on the tip. Dawson. There's the 10th made field goal for turnover.
Redhawks on a two-game winning streak after an 0-3 start to the season.
The best player still out.
And a boot.
Williamson, your man from Australia.
7 on the shot clock. Good fake there, and that sets up a much easier shot from Braden Maldonado.
I watched him line. The big fella goes right to the top of that restricted arc circle.
4-0 run for Furman. They regain the lead. Three ball didn't have a ton of rotation on it, but a fine.
Center Perfect opportunity to put the first half behind us. We did get an update at the break. 84 fouls is the NCAA record back in 1953. We're a little bit off that pace, but still funny enough to kind of keep a track on that one.
Yeah, 36, which is what we had in the first half, is a lot. So it's at least worth mentioning.
Arington on the screen from Dan, kick corner, 3-ball pairs. Dawson, spark plug off.
4 seconds on the shot clock here. Seattle, you've got to know that.
And the fader falling down that time was Aubrey Thomas. Numbers for the Redhawks. And Stevens goes up and finishes.
He didn't seem surprised they called it, so he's kind of like, I'm cool, probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm Gucci.
Going to 3-ball, Stevens, good.
Trying to find his offensive game. I mean, last year, before he transferred here, the previous school averaged a 19, and right now he's really trying to get his feet on the ground at the D1 level here with the Tritons.
Well, he needed that one to go down. He's only shooting 25% as K-pitch to start the season. Seattle U with a 1-point advantage as they work it on the perimeter. They're going to get an open 3, and it's down out of the hands of the free throw line 6 times already. We told you he averages almost 10 free throws per game. He might be at that in the first half here alone.
You're seeing the Tritons come out and try to pressure a little more ball pressure right now.
It's a good matchup there, Magai and Christophilus. Into the corner, elevating for the 3 and making another one. Right around it, puts it off the window.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm seeing a different Jordan K-pitch tonight. I'm seeing a guy that is looking to score and just being very patient down in the low post.
Back to a 12-point advantage for Seattle U, looking to go up 15, and they will. A 3 by Vol. Flipping the script here. Norton K-pitch came in shooting 25% from the floor. He's made 3 of his first 4 shots. 75% clip to begin things here, and another 3.
From one side to the other. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, the Tritons were chasing the basketball the entire first half.
Here's a double team coming over to make sure that Alexander Moncrief couldn't find a shot. Driving in there is Dawson.
Good
Kick
job
out.
of cutting off the penetration.
Wow, there was a little shove there on Gray from Alexander Moncrief. They're flying at defenders now. Underneath a slam dunk from K-pitch. Got away maybe with a little travel there. Ball loose. Aiden Burke diving for it, but it's taken by Goma.
Like to get Magai involved a little bit offensively. He's been very quiet tonight.
Halfway home in the second half. 8-point advantage. Close as the Tritons have been. Stevens. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Almost looked like
again. And Cal Poly, they did not shoot the 3-ball well last season. That was a big part of their demise. They would have really liked to have his services a year ago as he gets back into shape. Don't let this guy get hot, John.
But in that case, as good as you can do without converting of 2, Poly had so many different dynamic angles and fills, just didn't convert.
There's Christophilus. His 3-ball settles in more than 2 decades later. And
well, it was gone for a minute.
You're a Slocal.
Yeah, well, I guess so, huh? You got kids here and a wife here and family, and I mean, I expect Mott Athletic Center at portions of this season to come alive when this team really starts scoring, and really the recognition of style of play is that bank shot.
2 minutes. This is part of a 6-0 stretch for Cal Poly to jump back in front. Arington finds Christophilus, and he buries the 3.
Misdirection.
Blue Jay with his 3rd hit from out there tonight, down to a 1-point game. Kuntz into a double team. He lost it. Cal Poly now 14 turnovers on the night. Seattle has a chance to jump back in front. Arrington knifes inside, loses the handle. Skips it between the wickets of Goma, right to Maldonado, and it by Aaron Price seeing some big minutes here in the second half for the Mustangs. It's Christophilus around the screen, and that rattles in.
Well, straight
bucket. Skip pass, 3-ball teed up there by Gabriel McKay, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Goma. Sean Stevens, Redhawks have numbers. Pondra on the wing. Christopoulos, corner three ball. He lines it up and sinks it. Christopoulos
making that, but kind of a quick shot, just subbing into the game. And Matheny was guarding Christopoulos. Would have loved to see them try to get Christopoulos a look where he could use his size and elevate over Matheny.
Dawson goes into the body of Cleveland, no fear. One good sign. Maleek Arington back in the game, does have a bandage over that eyebrow, and he's ready to roll once again. Here he is on cue, gives up to Christopoulos. Quick crossover to the left hand, gets to the baseline. Dan in the painted area looking for it. He's flashing now. High screen for Arington. Panja, corner, tray ball, good! Under 3 here. And you said something earlier, and it's very true. Feels like either conference or postseason basketball right now. It's only game 2 of the season. Arington. Christopoulos, a deep one, bang!
Marquardt into tip for Eastern Washington. That ball's in the air, and Seattle U takes it away to get us started here in the first home game of the 2024 campaign. Paul, I know it's early in the season, but what looked good to you in that game against Colorado on Monday as Matthew Moncrief puts it in for Seattle?
You know,
I got to tell you that down low, it's Gama for 2. Juniors and seniors.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Carroll College, he was one of their top players there. It carries over well. He's a hard-working kid. He's in the gym all the time. This moment's meant for him.
Almost had that one taken away. Christopoulos makes him pay and makes it a 2-point game.
You know, we would like to see at least 15 to 20, I would think. What do you think?
Would you settle for 10?
Oh, I would settle for 10.
I think you'd settle for 10. Moncrief, left hand, good. They keep finding a way to get him within.
Come back in.
Hartman wide open, streaking from the corner. Seattle U's defense is not letting their offense catch any breaks. Get points, turn around and give up points. Maldonado, it's Arington through the lane. Back up for Dawson. Ring it up. 5-point game.
Big-time player. Way to test the waters there. Way to knock that one down.
Man, this has been a close game most of the way, especially in the second half. But what's fun about this is closing ability we did not see on long break. They have Missouri on the 11th, and we're back to see you again for Cal Poly on the 17th. Christopoulos, big 3, but is it too late?